Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the award-winning recovery podcast, Get in the Herd. I am your host today. My name is Nathan Mitchell, and I'm a person in recovery from a substance use disorder. And I like to remind myself of that because it is February 1st here, and I am quickly finding myself getting back to some old thinking and some old thoughts. So I wanted to bring in that today. I wanted to bring in a new person in recovery, and I wanted to share where we are today, what's going on. So Alex is our guest today, our special
Hi
guest.
guys.
Alex, man, tell me, how did you first hear about the McShin Foundation? Where are you coming from? And, who are you?
All right. Well, my name is Alex. I'm coming from outside Myrtle Beach, Murrells Inlet area. Actually from Chesterfield, Virginia, but I moved to Murrells Inlet a few years ago to kind of get away from the problem. Recently, I started my little issue up again, and I want to take control.
Okay.
I have actually my parents have a friend, um, and their son comes here. His name Randy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I heard about him, and it was a good opportunity. From what I heard, I had heard from McShin a couple years ago when I was locked up in Virginia, and my mom sent me. Uh, uh, she sent me a text one day and said, "What do you think about McShin?" And I said, "McShin's in Virginia. I'm in South Carolina." So I said, "I'm ready." So I think it wasn't 2 seconds later, I already had made a call.
No kidding. Well, so wait, you heard about us when you were locked up. Where were you locked up?
Riverside Regional Jail, big
Riverside.
Riverside.
I think we've had programs there before, didn't we?
I believe
Did we have
so.
one at the time?
Yeah, because I had an option to come here then.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And why didn't you do it?
Because I chose an outpatient, but I wasn't ready. I just
Yeah.
did it because it was an outpatient. I could be
Yeah.
home my wife and kid at the time.
Yeah. No, I
Yes,
can hear you. So how long have you been here?
I've been here 3 weeks.
That's it.
Just coming up Thursday.
Wow, it
I'm
feels
hitting
like
my
you've been here for a while, actually.
yes. Well, my recovery's doing very good. It feels like it.
Yeah,
I've been here longer. This is the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
you got a lot of pep, man. I like that. You got a lot of energy.
Very much so.
Yeah,
But that comes with being clean too.
it comes well, and I think because you're and I'm put your business out here for a second,
No,
but
you're fine. Go.
you're short like I am,
That's right.
and but short as far as stature goes. Everywhere else is fine, but
Yes, sir.
short guys, we got a lot of pep,
A lot of energy.
a lot of energy, and you like to work out a lot too.
I do every morning and
Jesus.
evening. I actually train a couple people here in the
Do you?
basement after we get our programs done in between NAs. Yeah,
No
I
kidding.
try to help out. Yes, sir.
Did you get your so for those of you watching and listening, usually after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we give we give our participants a pass to go to Crunch. We have a sort of a relationship with them where they get a free pass to the gym for life, really, as alumni. Have you gotten that yet?
That's in the process right now. We'll talk today
Ah,
about it.
gotcha.
That's what I'm waiting on.
We need to get you that. Yeah. Sometimes around here we have a lot of enthusiasm and we have the ability to get people back and forth to the gym, and then sometimes we just don't have the staffing, the people that can
Absolutely.
drive, and that it sucks. It really sucks because I know that it's so important to get that physical exertion out too. I got my Phoenix mug over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You were part of the Phoenix
that
last
was
week.
amazing.
That was. Tell me what happened because I
So,
wasn't part of that.
so I did the Phoenix. It was like the Phoenix yoga. We did it. It was almost. I can. It was so intense. I couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
I work out every day, and I've told you guys, I've told people, a lot of people here that I've trained, I've actually competed before, and when I was a lot bigger, of course, and and
Well, you didn't say what you competed.
oh, bodybuilding.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so it was intense. I woke up more sore from doing yoga and stretching body
Mm,
parts I've never felt before.
okay.
It was great, and I think they come in once a month, and I'm gonna continue doing it.
Well, Doug was on the show last week after y'all did
Yeah,
the yoga, and
it was amazing.
Doug's a short guy too.
Yes,
He's got a lot of energy.
a lot.
I know, right? He's
Yeah,
crazy. I like that. Yeah,
yeah.
Doug. Shout out to Doug over there,
Yeah.
Doug Levy, who's a fantastic guy with the Phoenix. Justin, my friend, I see you over there. What's going on in your world?
Do you?
I see you like that right there, real tight and real. You see how you are on the camera there? I love it. I love it. What's going on in your world, Justin?
There's lots of stuff going on in my world.
Justin is
Anyways,
tall.
back to you.
Justin is tall and does not have the energy of short people.
No, I just don't have any energy, period, today.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Honestly. Well, I've been staring at this is weird. Yeah. I've been staring at a computer screen all day trying to get a lot of things done, and the show just kind of happened really fast. And yeah, I wasn't really prepared for it. We still got it rolling and everything, but I don't know, I've got a little bit of a headache.
Ooh, yeah. We were talking about that too.
And I have a virtual doctor's appointment tomorrow to talk to him about the medication that I'm currently taking that doesn't seem to be working very well. But yeah, there's it's always something. Always
Absolutely.
something.
Somebody mentioned to me yesterday that Mercury is in retrograde, and I know that means something to people who follow astrology. And I think that has to do with communications breakdown, and or maybe in general Murphy's law. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
I think they took the mercury out of Gatorade.
Yeah, I don't know that I buy into that, but it's certainly because I've been feeling sluggish today too, and my usual routine, for every day is, I I go to the gym probably 4 times a week in the morning, and I swim.
Nice.
So, and I've been actually being a lot more mindful and intentional in my swimming. So I'm trying to get more out of it than the meditative. I go in there. I'm very meditative as well, but I'm trying to actually get more out of it to my breathing, especially.
Absolutely.
And it's actually wonders. I'm having some throat problems lately. Go figure. I talk all the time, right?
That's right.
But I've been kind of out of it myself the last couple of days, and this morning, I worked late last night. I was trying to finish up some stuff for something this morning, and I got up early, and from the jump, I went to the gym, swam, I did the hot tub and the steam room. I
Nice.
love this. Actually, I didn't do the hot tub. I just did the steam room this morning for the breathing,
sauna.
and I did some yoga. Yeah,
That's
we got a
awesome.
steam room, and then we got a dry sauna too.
Oh, I've never been on that.
Yeah, we got both. And that steam room is steamy. It feels good. It
It
just
helps release toxins.
God, yeah,
People don't realize that. It's really good.
yeah. And I got out. I got here, and well, actually, I got home after the gym, and I was right off the jump. I got a text message, I got an email, and I'm like, oh, I'm responding back, blah 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 blah. And next thing you know, it's like it's almost 9 o'clock, and usually we meet here at 9:15. But I had to be downtown at the General Assembly by 10, and so I said, "Well, all right, I'll be back at Hatcher, here where we are at McShin after that committee meeting." Didn't
Right.
know when that was going to be. You say it starts at 10. You're lucky if it does start at 10, and who knows when the bill's going to be heard. It turned out we were very lucky. The bill was heard first. It did go through from that committee
That's
to
awesome.
appropriations. Yeah, and so I'm happy about that. But I got back here and I sat down and I immediately went. I haven't even opened my computer.
Mentally worn out.
Mentally, yeah.
That was me yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, talk about it. What do you do to get out of that kind of stuff?
Take a nap. No, no. With the program,
enough.
I get up pretty early in the morning. So my day starts at like 3:30 in the morning. I get up and I go down to the basement because I'm in an intensive program, guys. So my day starts at 3:30 in the morning. I live with 10 guys at the moment. We're full to capacity.
Okay.
Just at my house. So I go downstairs to the basement, and that's my peaceful time. I go downstairs and drink my cup of coffee and open up my NA book.
Oh, first, yeah, there's a couch down there, right?
Yeah, there's a couch, a little weight set, there's a bathroom, there's a whole thing. So I don't need to go downstairs.
Oh,
I mean, back
yeah.
upstairs. So
by the way, there used to be beds down there,
yeah,
if you can believe it.
I'm sure it's pretty big down there.
Yeah.
But that's my routine. NA step. I'm sorry, the NA book. I write a little bit. I keep a little journal for myself
Okay.
to help me kind of get stuff off that day. Then we have chores. So, and I keep a routine. I have to keep the same routine for me to make it work every day. So I have every day is the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have 2 people. I wake up in the morning. By the time they get up, I do chores.
Okay.
The chores are already done.
So you've put yourself responsible for 2 other people.
For 2 people. One's my roommate and one's next door.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if your routine gets?
It's like walk in circles. I'm like
Ooh,
lost.
Okay.
You know, I'm the type of person I have to have everything ready at at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get my meals all ready the day before, so I don't
Uh-huh.
have to rush. When there's 10 people in the kitchen, it's chaos. So by the time everybody wakes up, I have my chore done, which is the bathroom downstairs. I completely
Oh, that's
bleach
convenient.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I scrub it, bleach it, and it works out because it's the basement one. So I try to have everything clean before the guys ready. Sometimes I'll make coffee, but they say I wasn't making it strong enough, so I let somebody else do it.
Hey, really quickly, I want to say congratulations to Dixie.
Oh
Today is 3 years for
3 years.
Oh, congratulations,
Yeah.
Dixie.
Wow. Yeah. No, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I want to say that too. Dixie, congratulations. For me, it means issues with getting stuff done. Juanita Dennison says, mentally exhausted sounds about. Yeah, Juanita, I'm not sure when you were commenting about what we were talking at that moment, but you're absolutely right. I I like routine, I'm okay with the word routine, but when for whatever reason I have a tense relationship with the word structure.
Yes,
Maybe you relate because
I relate.
I like a routine. I'm pretty good about my mornings are fairly the same. There's some things that are always in my routine. Like I almost 99.9999% of the time I make my bed in the morning. Which is extremely important to my routine. And I'm doing gratitude while I'm doing that. It's part of my setup for the day.
Absolutely. That
I
makes
like
you feel good about yourself. They
yeah.
say, making your bed in the morning. I fought that as a kid growing up, but I appreciate it now.
I probably did too. I don't
Yeah,
I don't really remember
absolutely.
actually now that I think about it.
I fought that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I catch myself being very OCD here.
Ooh, yeah. So
Yeah.
say more about that. What do you mean by that?
Just keeping up everything clean, making sure everything's right. Well, I mean, when you're in an intensive program, the whole purpose is to take your mind off stuff, keep you focused. And I mean, you have chores, you get up in the morning, make your bed, do your chores, and you make sure you're out that house in time to your first program. And then the program lasts all the way into about 12:30. And then you got 30-minute lunch, and then it's all the way again to 4:30,
Yeah.
and then we go home just for a little bit, and then you have more work at nighttime, another NA, or so it keeps you busy. But I wouldn't have changed it for the world. I wish I had done the program a long time ago. I
Yeah.
forgot what it was like to enjoy being clean, full of energy,
Yeah.
in such a short amount of time.
What were the things that caused you? What were the things that tripped you up, and prevented you from getting clean
Um,
in the past?
Stress. I was pretty stressed out.
What was stressing you out?
Old relationships.
Ah,
um,
I wasn't trying to go anywhere specific. I just was asking.
no. I didn't realize for a long time that I suffer from bipolar depression. So I always, and I don't mind sharing this. I never knew that I had an issue. I knew I would wake up angry for no reason,
Mm,
and I couldn't figure out why. I was just always unhappy. One day I'm happy, one day I'm sad, one day, and I was just all over the place. And at the time when I was married, I told my ex-wife, "Hey, look, I think I need to go get a medicine." Now she was totally opposite, always happy in the morning, but she didn't understand that. And then after a few years of that, she's like, "I think you need to go." And when I got on the medicine, it made me so calm.
yeah.
I was good. I was happy. I can concentrate because not only when you have depression, you suffer from bipolar. You one day you're very fatigued, one day you have energy, so you're all over the place. You're unhappy, you're emotional wreck 24/7, and a lot of people don't understand that.
Are you dealing? You're taking care of that and dealing with it now?
I am. I wasn't because at the time I was self-medicating, but I'm
Ah.
back on. McShin helped me out. Thank you, McShin. And I take it, one thing in the morning, and I'm perfectly fine.
What made you get to the point where you stopped taking it in the past?
Well, in the past, but even before, I decided to go back and make stupid choices.
Okay.
I didn't want to. I wanted to be happy, but not rely on something to make me happy. If that makes sense. You understand? I didn't want to be on a pill every day, but I realized this is better than the other substance I
Ri-
was using.
Right, right. I don't want to be on a pill every day, but I'll do this other stuff
Yeah,
instead. And
yeah.
yeah, the
I'll kill
self-medicate.
myself the other way. So
I can
that makes
definitely relate to that.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. So you've been here for 3 weeks. You've already made a decision to stay past the
Yes.
3 weeks.
So I'll go into that a little bit.
Yeah, please.
So if you know who I am totally not. I wouldn't make a big decision on something like that. I would be the first one after 4 weeks. I say, okay, it's time to go back home towards the beach because Virginia is pretty cold compared to where I live. I'm not used to it, but you know, I seen how fast I was rapidly feeling good. McShin State, they stay on top of you in a good way. You know, if you're going through problems, there's somebody to talk to. You know, my fellow brothers and sisters here in NA meetings, nobody bashes you here. You know, everybody relates. There's so much like love here. There's so much to do. It's not only programs McShin does look out. We go bowling. We do that bowling. We do activities. No, we did an art recovery. So
Yeah.
it's not all classes like people might think, but it made me realize who I was. And McShin was able to help me break down and relate and realize who I was. You know,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to see from a sober person's perspective how I was. You know, it's hard to look at yourself because you think you're fine.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wouldn't change this for a while. I wish I did this 10 years earlier.
Well, I mean, you would have been what, 15 then?
Gee, I wish. I'm hitting
Yeah,
the
right.
big 41 this year. So June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your birthday again?
6/7. Oh, June 7th.
June 7th. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
about to tell you the whole thing.
The whole
I'm
thing.
an 81 baby. So
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm June 15th, so we're both Geminis.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
So
Yeah.
you already know how we are. What is it? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Mr.
Hyde,
Hyde,
yeah.
yeah.
Which is also referenced in the big book of AA.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. I can relate to a lot of what you say. I ride the mood swings. I ride I don't know. I don't know that I don't know that I can go more into that other than just I get some really deep dark thoughts that intrusive thoughts. I get thoughts that are just, totally not realistic about things and deep moods, dark moods. And I ride those moods in a way now differently than I used to. My experience has been, I've been saying a lot of in this group in this show today. My moods. I didn't expect to go this way today. My moods swing, and I use those. I think to just I don't know, man. It's like, how do I use those? I mean, I use those to better myself. I use those to increase my experience. I use those to teach myself more about how to me how unimportant emotions really are for
Absolutely.
so much of what I want to accomplish in life. And I have tools, I have recovery tools. I have my sponsor. I go to meetings, especially when I have big giant mood swings. I'm like, I need a meeting. And I go. And often what I do with that is I did it on Saturday. I'll grab a couple of just other guys. I'll be like, all right, you want to go to a meeting? Holds me accountable because
Right.
usually I'm driving, and if they say yes, I'm like, oh, now I gotta go to this damn meeting, and then later on, blah 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 blah, and then I go and I'm like, oh, it's a great meeting. Or if they say no, then I'll find every excuse. Oh, I just stubbed my toe, or oh, there's a really good show on TV, or oh, I just don't feel like putting on pants.
Right.
Of course, I'll just go out of the house wearing nasty sweatpants and a sweatshirt anyway. Who cares? I'm going to a meeting. But I have these tools, right? Anyway, congratulations, Dixie. What does it say? Just in general. Okay. Also, Bono rocks. Patrick.
Yes, Patrick.
Yes.
Scott House. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
In the name of love. Once more, in the name of love. Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's where we just won the Grammy. Thank you for that. We have fun.
Once more.
Nope. I will. Nope. I will tear it out. I will.
Love.
Nope. Stop. Nope. So recovery. What? So part of my brain being really foggy and tired today is that I have very little straight line thinking today, and I kind of like moods like this in a way because I recognize that for me, like I try to make assets of everything, that comes at me and try to make, hay when the sun shines.
Right.
And I like when my mind is doing a little bit different things because I see things a little differently. And when I'm thinking a little more foggy, or I feel the things that are the most important tend to come up more and show and reveal themselves to me. And so when I'm in a more, you know, say everything around me as a stimulation, it's tends to make it a little easier for me to say, you know what? When I was in that foggy mood the other day, all that over there just didn't make any sense in my
Right.
life, and that doesn't serve me. And why am I putting attention into this? And so I like that. I do like that. I'm in a foggy mood today, not so much because I'm depressed. It's just I not thinking from one point to the other, and I'm disjointed in my thinking.
We're not gonna have a good day every day, right?
No, we're
And that's
definitely
something I
not.
learned. You're not gonna have a good day every day. You're gonna have days where you're not as happy, and that's what it helps. This program kind of helps you to learn how to deal with those daily issues, and that's what I enjoy about it. Like yesterday, I was in a good mood, and then I kind of went into a funk, and
Yeah.
yeah, some days you just get, and you get a little worn out, and I just told everybody I'm gonna go to the room for a little bit, and take a nap, and but I woke up fine. I'm learning to cope with things a lot better.
Naps are so important.
Yeah, especially when you wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
Are you up at 3:30?
3:30 every morning. So I used to have a big problem with this. My schedule used to be at home 4:30, and then I start my routine, eating, and then head to the gym by 5:15. Excuse me. And so and here it started being 4:30, and then my body started going down, and now it's on between 3:30. I mean 3:20, 3:30 every day, no alarm clock.
Oh wow.
I automatically wake up my body.
Wow.
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed?
Last night was 11.
Ah.
But remember, I took a nap. I took a 2-hour nap yesterday because
Yeah.
our NA was a little late last night, so I got a little 2-hour in.
Well, 2 hour power nap.
Yeah,
Little
but
disco.
usually I don't try to take a nap because then I'll be up all night.
Yeah, I can get messed up with that. It's got to be the right time.
So I got a roommate in Arc, and he's my roommate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Art. So it works out good because me and him, we're like old men. We're going to bed like 9:45, 10 o'clock, and but
Well,
I
he's
feel
on
good.
California time still.
Yeah,
Wait, but
he's from California.
if no, I'm just trying to think about the time switch. So if it's
What's that,
3
4?
o'clock here, if it's what time is it now? It's 2:30 ish. So if it's 2:30 here,
About 4 hours
1,
behind, right?
3, 2, 1, like 12, 11:30 in the morning. Man, I can't do it. So if he's going to bed at 9:30, it's really like 6:30 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old man.
Yeah, it's on. What's me too? I'm going to bed at 9:40, 9:45, 10 o'clock.
What's
He's like,
he has a kid. Do you have a kid?
I do. I have a 15-year-old.
Oh, he's got a 14-year-old.
Yeah, we're real similar. A
Oh,
lot, and we have a
wow.
lot of like, and then we have a lot that's different. Because his culture is a little different. Come from Cali, I'm learning a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
he's awesome, dude. I like him. We get along great.
You are very East Coast, and he is very West Coast.
Yeah. So when you put them two together, it's just like a good mixture. We work out pretty good, So we have a good team at that house, I mean, everybody it just gets along. 10 people in the house, and gets along great. It's a great vibe. You don't have no issues.
Well, there are no issues at all.
I mean, you have a little here and there.
Well, tell me. So tell us. Inquiring minds want to know.
It's
What
just
are the day-to-day issues that come up?
just the kitchen.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with that.
Yes, it's the kitchen. You have people trying to cook, but I guess it's more the dishes than anything.
Yeah.
But I have a structured thing I do, and I've always been like this, and I got this from my mom. I always got yelled at for washing dishes. Not yelled at, it's just hey, wash the dishes.
Mm.
But my mom, so if somebody's cooking a meal for everybody, which is Bradley. So Bradley does a lot of the podcasts with you guys, and he works with Justin a lot. Bradley can cook. So he did a meatloaf last night.
Man, I heard. Was it you telling me this morning?
No, it wasn't
Somebody
me.
told me when I walked in this morning.
Him and Chris threw some food in. And
Damn.
it was a meatloaf about this big.
Yeah.
For 10 people to eat off. And
Damn.
Bradley cooked. And I didn't get to yesterday, but usually if somebody's cooking for everybody, I'll wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I go out of my way because I don't mind washing dishes. A lot of guys hate that. I'm the guy, I don't like to fold laundry. So I don't mind washing dishes.
Yeah.
So that's the main problem. We have guys that, sometimes, everybody has a chore. So mine used to be baseboards when I first got there.
Mm.
Then some people get the kitchen. So nobody wants to clean up a bunch of dishes, after 10 people.
Well, well,
And not
and
everybody does this. A lot of people
Yeah.
rinse it out, but it's not completely
you
washed.
shouldn't have to wash after 10 people though.
Yeah, I
Like the
agree.
job of the kitchen is, in Nathan's humble opinion, and both of us have been house leaders, Justin and I.
Right.
The job of the kitchen is to clean the other stuff in the kitchen. It's like, okay, not the day-to-day stuff like everybody else's dishes. You
Counters,
clean your own
floors.
dishes.
We do
Yeah.
everything. We do a little everything.
up
But
after
everybody has a little
yourselves.
responsibility.
Yeah.
I used to just straight up throw dishes away that were
Yeah.
dirty.
I learned that by watching you.
Just
I did the same
I
thing.
learned it by
I know.
watching you.
I would probably do that if I had a roommate, but I would never do that if my mom's are here.
If there was-
Oh,
just
God,
out of
well,
respect,
no. Yeah,
out of
yeah.
respect, I'm not touching.
Well,
But I would do that. Well, I have done that with my recent roommate. I would throw
Yeah.
stuff away. Yeah.
well, so as a house leader, why would you throw dishes away? This is real. I love this. Yeah.
I mean,
I would love to hear
because I would tell people once, like, look, I have this pet peeve with the kitchen being clean. Everybody has to use it.
Absolutely.
Plus, when Jesse comes by, he, if there are dirty dishes in there, we're getting pictures and
yeah. And
Text messages.
not everybody in the house gets those. Just the house leader gets
just the house,
Just
leader.
the house
not
leader.
even the assistant.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would tell people at every house meeting, I think we had ours on Wednesdays, right after the community meeting. We'd all go back and I just repeat myself. Look, if there's dishes in the sink, I'm going to throw them away. If there's dishes around the house, I'm going to throw them away. Like, my big thing is, if you use a dish, I don't care where you take it. You're not supposed to eat food in your rooms,
No.
but if you do, take the dish in your room, eat the food, and then bring the dish back down, and no one will ever know. Seriously,
They'll never know.
No one will ever know,
And they won't care either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they won't care.
Well, I could tell you in the Scott house that is not happening. It's not happening.
No, huh?
There's no.
So my whole station just fell apart. So hang on, let me
Oh yeah, so we gotta
reconstruct here.
Well,
That's not happening. At Scott house.
No.
You're not going upstairs with food. That is not happening.
Yeah, and I tend to agree
Kevin,
with that.
I mean, Kevin's a great guy.
Yeah.
I like him because you can have like the worst day, and Kevin will talk to you. He's really good with words. He'll help you,
Yeah.
snap out of it. I like Kevin a lot. I really appreciate it. And not only that, he'll talk to you. He'll relate with you on everything, but he runs a tight ship, and that's what you need.
Yeah.
You need somebody because we didn't listen to anybody before on the street, did we?
Mm.
You need somebody in the house that's sturdy, that is not like a best friend, but guides us in a good way.
Throw dishes away.
Yeah.
Eventually, the problem will solve itself.
Yeah.
We need to throw
Because
those pans
eventually
away.
you will throw all the dishes away. If people keep leaving them in the sink, you throw them away until there's no dishes left.
Well,
That's right.
or what I did, because Justin was my first house leader when I first moved here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've seen this, and so I've had this becomes a thing. It's an issue all the time. Every house will go through a cycle of and it's usually one person, and then one person it becomes
Right.
a bad egg or bad apple, and other apples start to go bad because of that. But I'm not gonna hunt down the person doing it.
No.
Like, some people will say, why don't you just put it on their bed or go find them and tell them to think, no,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
solve anything.
First of all, I'm not putting dirty dishes in somebody's bed. That's
No.
disgusting, and it causes the potential for bugs and et cetera, yada, 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 right? And second of all, I'm not gonna. We all know who it is, and we're gonna work on this together because we're a team. We're gonna operate like a team. I'm gonna throw the dishes out, and I'm gonna make it. Usually, when I do it, I make sure it's right on the top so people see it, and maybe they'll take it out and wash it. I don't know. But I had one time. There was one time, and they and it was one person, and we all knew who it was, and it just and so finally it got to the point we threw so many dishes away. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? We're taking all the dishes out of the house, and I took all the dishes out. They had to go out and buy paper plates and stuff. Now, obviously,
that's what we do there.
Did you? Do you?
So we use like the main things we use is like the the frying pans.
Yeah.
And, things to cook that's pretty big, and I use the frying pans because I cook a lot of eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
But all we use is Kevin went and bought styrofoam cups and styrofoam plates, but it makes it easier. You just throwing a lot of trash away, But
Yeah.
better that than washing a whole lot of dishes. I mean, the house is kept up clean, We just
Yeah.
have, a few here and there that.
See, I never got down with the styrofoam plates and the paper cups and everything because, like, that takes away a learning opportunity.
And that's the second. You're the second
That's-
person
yeah, I
in
agree
2
with you.
days I've heard that.
like people. First off, okay, you shouldn't be throwing that. Like, there's the environment. Like, there's too much trash.
Right.
People make a lot of trash as it is. And that's something you kind of got to be conscious about, especially nowadays. So don't throw away because I mean, if you think about all the food you're eating every day, it's like that means you're throwing away potentially 3 to 4 plates a day, and that's not including snacks and stuff. That's a lot of styrofoam to be thrown away. But if you're just, if it's just like gobbling up food and then balling your plate up and like you're not, that's to me that's kind of primitive, like
Right.
damn, use a dish, wash your damn dish. You know what I'm saying? Like be
I
a
like
person,
him. He's
be a
awesome.
normal, like be an actual respectable person,
Yeah.
and that's, I don't know.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm grateful that I'm not a house leader in the intensive house.
Oh, me too.
For many
Yeah.
reasons. But I
I see the
Kevin's
benefit.
amazing.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
the benefit in both. I see his point a lot now.
Oh, yeah.
when he goes through it, but
You're absolutely right, Justin. And then not only that, but like learning. These are the life skills we have to learn. And a lot of us are coming in, like you said. We're not used to cleaning up after ourselves or taking
No.
suggestions or any of
No.
that. It's a good life lesson. It's a good way to get back in that. But also, to the other side of that,
Yeah.
many of us don't know how to do laundry coming in here or haven't been
No.
doing laundry on the regular.
Yeah, and you got to learn because nobody's gonna do it for you here.
No, most of the time nobody's going to do it for you. Every once in a while, we get this one person who's like, "I'm going to
Oh,
do
I guess
everybody's
like
laundry."
me with the dishes, I help out. I'll do a lot of sometimes I'll be doing dishes upstairs, and somebody will be waiting. I'm like, just give me a dish.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
I
I
do
don't
that
mind.
too,
Yeah,
right?
I don't mind doing it. So yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
get that one person with the laundry as well.
Well, I actually I'm with you. I love doing dishes.
Yeah, I don't mind.
It's I learned a long time ago that I don't have a lot of control over a lot of things. I'm one of these people who starts projects and doesn't finish them. I don't
That's
see
me.
success, because of that. And so I know that when I clean a bathroom or I clean a kitchen, when I'm done with that,
It's gonna be
it's gonna
immaculate.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
immaculate. I mean, there's some OCD there, but
That's me.
but there's also like, okay, cool. I started a project. It fills up that self-esteem bucket that's lacking.
Right.
And so I learned that, when I was early on in recovery, when I was here early on, usually if I was scrubbing the kitchen, or there used to be different tiles downstairs in the big room.
Okay.
And they were these old ancient linoleum tiles that just always look grody. They look pretty bad now, but the ones before were just, they always look disgusting. Like
Okay.
you could scrub them. And there were days where I would scrub them so that they were as clean as they could ever possibly be.
And it still look bad.
I mean, they still look bad, but it was like that was my way of just getting frustration out. Like,
Right.
I can't control anybody, anything around me. Everyone around me is pissing me off. But what I can do is I can channel all that into something that
Turn your
kind
energy
of
into somebody
useless.
else. Yeah.
But I'm not going out there and yelling or screaming or being a jackass and showing myself. But kitchen is a nicer way to do that. He actually benefits more people.
I mean, I kind of just do it because it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I don't mind helping somebody that's trying to feed us food. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's just like, why would you have to do the dishes if you're sitting there cooking me a meal as well? And that's just my
Yeah.
appreciation.
I generally tend to be that way too. I will
yeah.
clean, but I also, when I cook a big meal, I clean as I cook.
Ah, we're the same. So,
Yeah.
I got that from my mom.
I got that
Yeah.
from my mom too, and
Yeah.
we haven't had a dishwasher in 20 years at my mom's
I don't
house.
like them anyway.
Yeah, we have a dishwasher at my house now, and I have started to use it. I just didn't when I'm like, I'm one person. I can wash my
yeah.
own dishes by hand, and everyone in the house uses it. I live with other people, and I'm just like, well, all right, it's doing it.
My mom doesn't use hers.
Yeah.
You know what's in it? It's a storage for pots and pans.
My mom doesn't even have one.
Oh, really?
She lives in an old log cabin. They never had one.
I'm
so
sure it's beautiful.
it's really nice. And I used to joke. I'm like, yeah, I got two dishwashers. We're so fancy. We got two dishwashers. My left hand and my right hand. But we never had one. And so, I mean, we did have one. I had one growing up. My mom's lived in that house for 20 years. I've been an adult the whole time, but
I rarely use our dishwasher
Yeah.
at the apartment. I mean,
it's so unnecessary to me.
Just hot
Yeah.
water scrub
Yeah.
and that's it.
we
That's all you
have
need.
we
And
have like the bare minimum of plates and like,
Right.
'cause we got a bunch of people living in our apartment and like, shit. I dug myself a hole now. They're not.
There you go.
A couple
Yeah,
people in
you-
the
yeah,
apartment
I
aren't the
mean-
cleanest people in the world.
And you
And they-
are. I
and
would
they tend to
describe you
leave-
as fastidious.
I don't know what that.
I would describe you as fastidious.
What is fastidious?
Please
Someone,
explain.
someone who likes to keep things clean and tidy.
I like to keep things clean and tidy to a point where it annoys me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if one thing is out of place, I focus on that one thing until I fix it. But I'm usually too lazy to fix it.
Damn,
So
that must be that word then, because that's me.
fastidious.
Fastidious.
Fastidious. All
Yeah.
right. Learned something new.
Fastidious. Yeah.
So we have like 3 or 4 plates, and like after dinner, like all the plates are dirty, and 3 or 4 plates is not going to fill up a dishwasher,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So it's like,
I'm gonna need that in the morning.
When you know, I didn't
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
you know when I finally got married and we bought a house in Chesco County. My ex-wife would like to put things in the dishwasher. I was against it. Let's do it. But then you get in the morning and the stuff wasn't like you could still see where it didn't clean right. You know?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
you're still re-rinsing. So that's why I didn't like dishwasher. I feel like it never cleaned.
you
right.
got to pre-rinse, put it in the
Yeah.
dishwasher, then re-rinse it after. It's like if you
You
just
might as well, just do it yourself.
scrub it, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, these are wonderful first world problems.
We do use
Um,
plasticware though.
Yeah. Do you? Well,
We do.
so I live with dudes, and it's a. You've been to my house. It's kind of a. It's maybe a few clicks above a frat house.
Yeah.
And you know we're all very respectful. Our common areas are.
But you have
neat.
2 rooms and a sweet TV in both of them.
No. I gave the other one away.
The TV?
The one in the living room. Yeah, I gave it to my sister.
Did you?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I did. Well, I went.
I
over-
like TVs.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, me too.
I've never been to your place.
You won't.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I gave it to my sister was I was over there at Christmas and I was like, yeah, I want to play video games and I don't want to do it on that TV. So I'm gonna give you this other big. I that's a long story and it's not the point. But I live with other people, and so my point with that is like we don't have like a matched set of dishes, right? And I live with a bunch of dudes, and so I have a favorite fork, you know, and a favorite plate and a favorite glass. I don't know about you.
Favorite
I mean,
fork?
I have a favorite fork. It has the right proper balance. It's not too big. It's not too small. You know, it's gonna hold enough stuff.
This guy talking like it's a knife, like it's an actual
Oh, no,
hunting
no.
knife.
Well, you know what's
Funny.
funny?
He has that too, right?
Well, I have favorite knives, but I now have my own stuff, like kitchen stuff that I have started to acquire, and it's decent kitchen stuff, and I keep that
In your room?
in my room.
I figured that.
Absolutely.
I was about to
Yeah.
ask if
That
you
would
kept
be
it in your
me.
room.
Yeah. Well,
That's totally me.
my mom, I asked my mom asked me what I wanted for Christmas this past year, and I'm like, I'm 45, man. I don't need stop. You know, just get on your grandkids. But then I was like, all right, well, I want this thing, and I asked her for lights to go behind the that TV that I had, that extra TV,
Okay.
and I was like, I can't. I'm not asking you to spend $100 on stupid freaking lights for my TV. That's dumb. And then I went, oh wait, I know what I want. I asked for and got a cast iron skillet.
It's gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
That's really
and I've
nice.
never had one. I know it's an investment. I know that I have to take care of it, yada yada. And I'm like, I'm damned if I'm going to let the freaking yahoos in my house share that thing. They'll scrub it with
Right.
soap and stuff. So that stays in my room. And you know, I have a couple other things that stay in my room as well. Just you know, but I just bought myself a KitchenAid immersion blender. I love that. I made soup the other day.
Isn't that Michelin's motto? You gotta be a little selfish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's and that's like I can't control the people around me, but I
Yeah.
can control what I leave out, and you know, if I leave stuff out, they're also pretty respectful. I mean, I joke about my roommates and being almost a frat house, and it is, but I've had the same roommates for over a year.
No.
You know, one of them moved out, and when she moved out, I would have been sharing a wall with that with the new person coming in, and this other roommate of mine, this other housemate of mine, she was wonderful. You know, she and I got along great, yada yada. You know, she heard my TV because the TV was on her wall, and she heard it a little bit. And I sleep with the TV. I just said, you know what? I can afford to rent both of these bedrooms. I'm
Right.
going to just rent the other room.
Might as well make some money, right?
Well, I'm not making any money off it. I'm spending money on it.
Oh! Did you rent them out? The
Oh
extra
no.
rooms?
I rent 2 bedrooms I rent a room from from somebody.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
now I
sense.
rent 2 rooms from somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, and one of them is eventually going to become my office space. I just
awesome.
yeah. Um, So I'll tell you this TV story, which is so boring. Was there another comment that was up there? I can't see the scroll. I can't see the very bottom ones.
I can't get
What's
there
up-
for some
what's
reason.
up with that?
I don't know. It's an issue with StreamYard. I think.
StreamYard, what are you doing, man? Why are
They've-
you doing
they've-
this to us?
They've messed up.
Why? Why, StreamYard? Why? Well, if you're commenting and we haven't seen your comment, we're sorry, but we just can't do it.
No, I mean,
y'all. Wait, what does it say? Y'all what? Y'all gonna make me lose my mind?
y'all
y'all-
are so on time with it, with this topic in my life today.
Dude, doing the dishes is never a topic that's away from. I mean, it's always a topic on my mind.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I go home all the time. Now I live with people in recovery, and
Right.
it's a group house, but it's not a recovery house. So it's not like I'm the house leader. It's not like I can go in there and assert my authority and be
Absolutely.
this is the way it's going to be. This is McShin. Blah blah blah. It's like no. I have to work with people, and we all for the most part we do really well, and occasionally
And
the
I
kitchen
have
is a
to
mess.
readjust next week too.
Yeah.
I have some adjustment going on. The 28th day doesn't come up. What is it? The 10th of February.
Well, that's a good pivot right there. So, have you looked at other houses? Have you been to any of the other houses?
I went. Well, I'm interested in the Clark house just because I'm the type of person I need to be still. 28 days wasn't long enough for me.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's long enough for anything when you've been ripping and running in the streets.
Fair.
Just to be honest, anyway. So I felt like I needed some more time. I looked at. I ain't gonna look, but I went to. I know about the Clark House, and I
Mhm.
know a lot of the people there already because a lot of them still go to meetings with me. And there's one across the light up there. I can't remember.
Smith House, yeah.
Smith House. I did go in there. That's really nice.
Especially, have you been upstairs?
No, but I know it's a full house in there right now.
Yeah. Well, the front bedroom that Justin was in there actually. Justin and what's his name? It was just here. Patrick,
Patrick.
who was just here. The two of them had the front bedroom at Smith House for a little while. I love that bedroom. I
Isn't
never
it-
lived in that house, but I love that bedroom.
Isn't it one bedroom upstairs where one person has to walk through to
Yeah.
get to the other one?
Yeah,
not cool, huh?
and that part sucks
Well-
when you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
heard about that.
if you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you're in a bedroom with other people anyway, you still have to walk through other people. You're just walking
Yeah,
through.
I would just go to the window,
Well, I mean, yeah, duh. Or just keep I don't know. Don't you have a bedpan?
a bucket.
A bucket.
Yeah. Also, Pat's bed.
Also,
Oh,
Pat's bed.
nice.
Yeah, totally. Pat, if you're watching still, yep. Pat's watching.
Yeah,
He was
so-
anyway. He's probably not anymore. He has business things to do.
okay.
Business.
Business. Business. So you're thinking Clark House for the transition.
That's what I would like, but
Yeah.
it all depends on space. But I just feel like I still want to be somewhat very close, so I can still attend my
Yeah.
meetings with no issues. I mean, I'm gonna make the best of it anyway, and I'm gonna still attend meetings, but I want to be close as possible.
Who's the house leader over at Smith House?
Isn't John? John?
No, he's
no.
John P. Is it Clark?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Clark.
Is it Chris Schaefer, isn't it?
Chris Schaefer.
Yeah,
I
okay.
like Chris Schaefer though. He's
Yeah, no,
awesome.
I do too.
He's
I like
awesome
Chris a
dude.
lot.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Actually, I got him as one of my contacts. If I ever have an issue to
Good,
call.
good.
Yeah, got my sponsor a couple of days ago.
Did you?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was what's his name's brother?
Oh, well, you listen.
It's super anonymous?
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's his name's brother
Why can't I think of
on
his
the board?
name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
sorry.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was taking sponsees.
It's a temporary,
Uh-huh.
but he's gonna work. He has he's pretty full.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, but
talked
he's
to him.
also going to be like a no nonsense. All right, look, this is what sponsorship is. What is sponsorship? In 12 steps.
Well, I mean, it's just somebody that helps you get through the step
That's it.
process.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Not your mama, not your
Yeah.
daddy, not your
Yeah.
bank. Not your parole officer, probation
Absolutely.
officer, not your therapist. Definitely not your therapist.
No,
not
definitely
your best
not.
friend. Highly suggest. Now, somebody might have a different opinion, and that's okay. I respect that. And for me, I learned to make my sponsor not make my sponsor my best friend. Now, this is different. The reason I bring that up is because his sponsor is one of his best friends, but they were best friends before. Yeah.
Okay. I
For
understand.
me, my sponsor became my best friend, and then when he relapsed, I lost both my sponsor and one of my best friends.
Yeah, I guess that in
Yeah.
some way you not to need to have. In some way, you need not to have an attachment like that.
Yeah.
But his first assignment was read chapter 1 twice a day,
Okay.
and
yeah.
then see how I relate to it, and then I meet with him tomorrow.
Sweet. That's
So
that
that was
sounds awesome.
pretty good. I was pretty excited because I've been wanting to talk to him, and we celebrated his brother's birthday on this past week.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm excited. But yes, I'm doing temporary with him, and
That's a good catch.
yeah. At
Yeah.
first, he was like, "I'm so busy," but my mom used to call me. She said, "I'm a master manipulator when it came to the mouth when I wanted something." So I said, "I had to do this one for the good." So I could please let me just get in there. He said, "I'll do it temporarily, and I'll put you in a good direction into to someone that relates with you, but I'll stay with you for now." So it worked.
I mean, everything is temporary.
Yeah.
There's a finite expiration date to all of us. So
Right.
Pain is temporary. Pride is forever.
you sounded like Joey Jewell just then.
Don't ever.
That's a
Ever.
good thing, no? No, rah, Joe. No?
I love Joey, but
We need to. So all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're announcing today, right here on the show.
Right.
We're starting a capital campaign. You know what a capital campaign is? Do you know what a capital campaign is? We're raising
Somewhat.
funds. We're raising funds to build shit, and or to take over shit.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is I'm not going to say this publicly, and I'm joking. We're not starting a capital campaign. Let me back off that. I'll joke about it afterwards. Here.
Okay.
What I'd like to do though is, how about this? I can broadly speak.
All right.
What I'd like to do is to take over some kind of gym space, or take over some kind of space to have a gym right here at Hatcher, or close to
nice.
Hatcher. So that guys, we don't have to arrange for the vehicles to go there or there, and we can have
awesome.
more meditation. Have a space that's dedicated to exercise and
some-
wellness.
And that's a good thing because a lot of people use that. Like I use it because it's not just my passion; it's actually my anti-depression as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I don't go, I just feel like I didn't accomplish something right today. Like it actually does bother me.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a great idea because some guys like to go, but they don't have no motivation. They think,
and
it's just like that other person giving them courage, like me. That I'm an extremist with it. That's just like my main passion. I don't watch football and everything. I don't watch that. I like a little bit of MMA, but somebody like me rubbing off that, hey, look, I went from, using and being skinny and out of it to being back to where it was. That little influence with somebody that's been through it in recovery, it really helps out. Sometimes they don't want to go to the gym to be in a public eye. So if we had something, it would be great. Just a little something. We don't need a whole big. It's just something to get started.
Anybody out there has a couple $1 million they want to throw our way to build a structure?
We're gonna deck out the smoke shack.
Deck out the smoke shack.
Yeah, right.
We should. Well, what do we call it? We won't call it the smoke shack. We'll have to call it the smoking shack.
The smoking shack.
Smoking. No.
No, I don't.
Nothing with smoking.
No, it doesn't work.
No
doesn't
smoking.
Work.
There you
go. What could we do? Maybe we could take over. Maybe we could take over that field next to Clark House, and just build something there.
The field. Oh,
the field.
You mean where the playground is, where the children play?
No, between the playground and Clark House.
Yeah, there's a little
there. Field. Yeah, there's probably a house that was there at some point.
We can just make people run in circles around that field. That'll be the gym. That'll be the whole thing.
Yeah, that could definitely do it. I could definitely.
Can you imagine see a bunch of addicts running around in circles? We're recovering.
I feel like I'm running in circles all the time.
I can't even do that sober.
I do love, but swimming's become an important part of my recovery in the last couple of months since October. I'm still new at it, and I've gotten into the I get into the I give myself grace to not go if I don't go every once in a while. That's fine too. I was beating myself up for not going every day, but what I find though is that when I don't do that, and when I go and I set myself up for I can't wait to do this. I'm looking forward to it, and I create the beginning of it. Like I don't jump in the pool and just like go ham. Like I get in the pool, and the first few laps for me are just on my back with my arms stretched out as far as I can, and I'm just like.
And where's this at?
The Jewish Community Center up on Monument Avenue.
Nice.
It's right around the corner from my house.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
a big swimmer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I used to actually have a coach when I was young.
No shit.
I used to swim I was like 11 or 12. I used to swim over there by VCU.
Okay.
Back then, that was a long time ago. I'm 41 now, almost 40. Yeah. So I used to have a coach, and we used to learn how to do everything. It was split up in different lanes for the slow people, the fast people, and you kind of got you. But we had to learn everything.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I was the fastest one there, and I'm still a great swimmer. Yep.
Well, I don't want to go swimming with you.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I could hold my breath to this day. I did it not too long ago. My mom has an Olympic-sized pool in her neighborhood, and I could still swim the whole entire thing on the water easily and
Can
come
you?
back a quarter way.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I feel
Even with
I feel
bad lungs
inferior.
and cigarettes, that I'm working on. So I
Yeah.
stopped the whole cigarette thing. Well, I did a couple of tracks this morning, but I'm in the process. It's like you leave one addiction, you start
Uh-huh.
something else. But it's
Sure,
just like
sure.
everybody is doing it.
Just like I quit smoking meth, but
No. Anyway. But I started vaping, which
Ooh.
is not good either. But
Ooh.
it's a little easier than putting.
Welcome.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
They'll be sending you. Never mind.
I like the vape
No.
better. Because I don't know why, but every time I smoke a cigarette, and I've always been like this since I was a kid, it just makes me groggy and tired.
I don't like.
I don't
the
know why.
I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell on
But that's when you
me.
vape now, you get flavors.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I was around when the vape craze was starting a few years ago, and I was still smoking cigarettes at the time.
Right.
And then I quit smoking, and I don't know. I thought it was. I just thought it was stupid.
Is definitely different.
But stupid, I said. But so was smoking, and I didn't pick up vaping, and I picked up smoking again when I got into recovery, and then I just quit almost 2 years ago. But even then, I had a few.
Well, it's
cigarettes
just a
here
little
and
hard.
there.
You know how it is here. You come
Oh
out,
yeah.
you get your little break, and everybody runs to the shack, and there's like, well,
Well,
I'll just have a
I
cigarette.
wasn't connecting with anybody, and then every time we took a break, I would run out there, and it was just me and this other guy, Dave. He played the flute. And he
Okay.
brought the flute with him everywhere. He was constantly playing.
Hmm.
Well, it wasn't even a flute. It was a little pipe and a flute, and all these different little things. And he was good. He was amazing, actually. But he would walk around and he would play that all the time during breaks, which is not conducive to making friends.
That's very weird.
It was
Yeah.
very weird. And plus it's hard, But the two of us didn't smoke, and we would migrate to the center of the parking lot, which there was a tree in the middle at the time, and we would sit under that tree. And then slowly but surely he started going over to the other side, smoking more and more. And I was just like,
So you're left alone.
Yeah, and I'm codependent, so I needed people. No,
See, and I'm opposite to that. I don't need anybody.
well, I didn't need it. Well, I needed community, but I did smoke, and then I quit for the most part about 2 years ago, and then I haven't had a cigarette since the first weekend in October, and I pretty solid about that. I like the way my lungs feel. My lungs have healed really quickly, and part of that I attribute to very intentional the way I swim, and very
Absolutely.
intentional about being in the steam room as much as I can. So yeah, it's a great one. They've got a 6-lane Olympic size, 50 meter pool, saltwater tank, and then they
I
got.
have to go one day.
Oh yeah,
I would love to
absolutely.
go. You invite me one day.
I will. There's and then they got a rec pool with like a slide. This is a
That's
slide,
awesome.
by the way.
So it's almost like a Y.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, very much
Okay.
so.
Okay.
It just happens to be the Jewish Community Center, and
That's awesome.
I'm not Jewish. You don't have to be Jewish to go there.
I'll just say.
But they have what I love is, first of all, I like the locker room is nice. It's a basic, but it's nice. It's clean. It's kept up nicely, and I'll take 40-minute showers in there. I love that. I love it. I love it. I'm not spending my hot water. I'm not using hot water at home. I'm
Right.
using their hot water, and I got my little bag. I'll do it every morning now, and I can sit there and wash my hair and just really just like luxuriate in a long hot shower. It's
That's
wonderful. But they've got in the locker room, they've got the steam room, the dry sauna, and the whirlpool.
That's
So,
what I want to see. That one time you're saying the dry sauna, and you got what was the other one?
the steam room.
Steam room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've done the steam room. I've never seen the other one.
A dry sauna, it's just like you've probably seen it. It's just a dry sauna. People always screw up and pour water on the stones, but you're not really supposed to do that. They try to make a steam room out of it by doing that. But
Okay. Yes, I have done.
they'll
That
mess up the equipment. Anyway, yeah, that dry sauna doesn't get hot enough for me though. That's why I don't usually use that very often. But I love the jacuzzi. I love the jacuzzi, and I love the steam room. I was in there
I like
this morning, and I
jacuzzis.
was just doing yoga poses this morning. I'm like Warrior 2. I'm like, and sun.
They had a yoga class here though yesterday. Actually.
Yeah, did you do it?
No, I had actually a Zoom to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you had breath work in the morning. You don't like the breath work, do you?
No, I don't.
Do you want to talk
Oh,
about that?
well, it makes me really, really dizzy because I have a seizure disorder.
Okay.
So I have this type of seizure disorder that makes me have memory lapse, but I haven't had an episode since I was young. I used to be on medication for that,
Okay.
and they said it'd be so short I won't even realize it now. And they call it like avant seizures, something like that. So anyway, one of the ways they detect it, that's one of the tests they make you do, breathe in and out, and it makes me extremely quickly, I feel like I'm gonna pass out dizziness. So I don't. If you notice, every time I leave the class, I'll tell him I came to visit you yesterday and tell you I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, so I don't really do that class too much. But I told him, I said I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but yeah. So that's one of the things they that's one of the ways they trigger. Not only did they give you MRI, they give you MRI, EEG, and then they make you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, they make you. But I learned something new too that I didn't know that they to induce seizures, high milligrams of caffeine. Which
I did not know that.
yeah, I read it. So
Why would you want that?
oh well, no, when they do studies, just like anything else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if they're
It's like,
trying
why
to
would
find,
they want to induce a?
yeah, so if they're trying to induce seizures, high milligrams of caffeine, and I'm big into nutrition and stuff like that.
Did you hear that, Justin?
I'm not sure how high, but I was
How to
actually
induce a seizure?
yeah, high milligrams of caffeine can induce seizure, but and also I say it can make you depressed too. I read that,
Yeah.
and it does happen to me. So if I take high milligrams, and I guess because I suffer already from depression,
Yeah.
I'll notice my whole attitude when I come down off everything changes. So I've chilled
Interesting.
out, and coffee puts me to sleep.
I've been drinking this coffee since the beginning of the show, and it's been almost an hour now, and I'm ready to take a nap, and I think I might just do that. Did you see that? 57 minutes and 10. Oh, were we supposed to start that thing today?
What thing?
Well, it's too late now, but putting a commercial in the middle. wait for us to talk about changing the format and then not doing it.
I mean, I'm sure I can find a cutoff point to like.
Oh, that's awesome.
What the point was for us to?
Y'all are also
Yeah, it
trying to
was.
get my life
It
today,
was.
Oh yeah.
And now we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break,
Sounds
and
good.
then come back for the last 3 minutes.
All right.
I'm kidding. That's not.
Well, it has been. We are almost on an hour, and I actually was trying to keep us to 45 minutes, and we just
This
kept
was interesting.
talking.
I loved it.
It was
I'm
interesting.
glad you guys invited me.
I'm glad you came on here too, man. I love to get new people in recovery on the show to talk about what's going on. And the reason I do this, the reason I love doing this, I think we both love doing it, is because, as I kind of briefly said before the show, our biggest audience are people who are currently incarcerated. I wasn't
Right.
joking about that. And it's a powerful thing for me because, we started doing the podcast before the pandemic, like right before the pandemic, just coincidence. And when the pandemic hit, it became an incredible tool to be able to keep putting this message out. And then we started finding ways to put it into the jails.
And that's awesome because when I've done a couple years in jail, and you're kind of sheltered in there. It's nice to have these resources in jail, to help, for the person that wants to be helped.
Yeah.
And it's a really good thing. I mean, I did a couple of years in Riverside. Painful. God, I never do that again. But we all been through. I created that mess. I'm over it now. I paid the price, and it's really nice though that this foundation, goes in to try to help people that are trying to, get straight. Sometimes you just need a stepping stone.
Yeah.
A hand to pull that one person.
Absolutely.
And it works, guys. It works. I'm living proof. I would never have done this, but this program really works.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, thank you for being on the show. Any last thoughts you want to share with all your fans?
No, just if you have, if you really want to get clean, give it a shot. If you feel like you want to use, call, talk to somebody. There's, just whatever you can do, just keep your mind off it. I'm kind of puzzled right now, but
it's all right now. That's good,
it's
man.
If you're thinking about a program and you have some options, and McShin's one of them, I highly recommend McShin. And I'm not saying there's not good programs out there. I'm not saying that. So I hope this don't go the wrong way. But McShin's a great program, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Recovery works.
Recovery does.
We are all three living proof of that. So,
yes.
Hey, Justin, any thoughts you want to throw out this way? You want to destroy any more microphones or break any more vapes? He broke his vape earlier.
No. I mean,
business.
Business.
Yeah. All right, I love it. We're going to do something a little different on Thursday. We're going to have a co-host. Well, it's not that different, I suppose, but we got a co-host coming in. I have tasked him to find a show, find a topic, find a guest, and we're going to test him out. We're going to throw him through the ringer and see how he does as a
Who?
co-host. Dees.
Okay.
Okay. Darian.
Yeah,
We're gonna bring Darian on here. Okay. Yeah. I love that. I love the big giant open gaping mouth.
I can't help it. I'm yawning like crazy right now.
You guys are both tired, huh?
We
It's
are
all that
both-
caffeine that I had earlier.
Yeah, definitely
You're making
caffeine.
me on.
Caffeine crash. Huh?
Well, we're gonna caffeine crash now. But everybody, thank you for
Thank you,
listening.
guys.
Happy February 1st. We will see you on the 3rd if we ever make it past Groundhog's Day.
Oh yeah.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
And
tomorrow.
tomorrow is
And
2-2-2-2. You realize that?
Oh yeah. 2-2-2-2.
Tutus?
All twos.
2-2s.
February
twos.
2nd, 22.
Ballet all around.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.